Is on assignment. Our top story this Friday, the fight to free Eric and Lyle Menendez taking center stage today in a resentencing hearing. Los Angeles District Attorney Nathan Hochman reversing the former DA's recommendation that the brothers go free. They have spent more than 30 years behind bars for killing their parents, but a recent Netflix series and public push by their family has brought the case back into the national stage. We begin tonight with Jazz King leading us off live outside the courthouse. Jazz, what can you tell us?
Yeah, hey, Kate. So it's been a long day inside the court for the resentencing hearing, and both the district attorney, as you mentioned, Nathan Hochman, and Deputy DA Habib Balani has been arguing in the court about why this should be thrown out. Again, this has turned into a very political thing inside the courtroom. Balani mentioning that the only reason why former District Attorney George Gascon called for this for the Menendez brothers' sentence to be looked at again was because of politics. He said because he was down by 30 to 40 points leading into last November's election. That's the main reason why he wanted to try and gain some votes with the public. Of course, the defense, Mark Garagos, the attorney for the Menendez brothers, saying that's not the way it is. There's been plenty of evidence as to why the Menendez brothers should be looking at getting a reduced sentence. I talked with one federal prosecutor, Neama Rahmani, about what makes this case so compelling.
This is a unique case for many reasons, one of which is there's a previous district attorney that recommended resentencing and a new district attorney that's trying to pull it back. And Nathan Hochman's position is that the brothers should not be resentenced because they've never fully accepted responsibility for their crimes. That's why he's talking about all the different lies they've given to both law enforcement and what they said during the first and second trial. This is not typical how long it's taking, but this is not your typical case. The entire country, really the entire world is watching and has been for decades. But especially with the Netflix series Monsters, there's a lot of attention on the Menendez brothers, and there are a lot of people who think that they should be released. And frankly, this is all political, both in terms of when former District Attorney George Gascon initiated the resentencing approximately a month before his highly contested election. Now you have a new district attorney who's taken a very different position. He doesn't want to be perceived as soft on crime. But you even have the governor involved.
Yeah, and as I mentioned there, Mark Garagos, the defense attorney for the Menendez brothers, actually called Nathan Hochman a 90s Neanderthal while going through his arguments as to why both the Menendez brothers should have their sentence looked at. A couple of quotes from today's hearing so far. Garagos, as I mentioned, the attorney for the Menendez brothers, saying this is a dog and pony show. He went on to say the DA's office is litigating the first trial all over again, and that's not what we are here to do today. So really the argument has been so far is that the DA's team has been really looking back at the first trial and using a lot of that evidence, whereas at this point right now, the Menendez team is kind of looking at this as saying, hey, you know what, we need to look at the facts and we should be able to get a decision by the judge happening by the end of today.
All right, Jazz King, we will let you get back into the courtroom so you can report back what happens. Thank you so much.